You are my friend. Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. Almost $69,000 to $70,000. Wow. Bitcoin, what are you doing? We're going to wait and see, friends. Look, at the end of the day, we already know. Look at this chart, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green monthly candles in a row. This is unprecedented. So unprecedented pump. Probably, look, I'm not saying it could be an unprecedented dump as well on the way down. That's just it. That's just how it goes. Now, I've got to remind you, I don't want to see this, but if Bitcoin goes back to $44,000, it's still possible. I know we all want 90. A lot of people calling for 90 next, but I'm saying every Bitcoin halvening has had a minus 39% drop. That brings us to like 44K or 50-something K. Okay, so just in case you wake up to it, don't get spooked by that. It's just manipulation, right, is the word we use. But it's really, friends, it's just when you go up too much, basically a lot of people who are waiting to get in and then shorts, keep getting squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. It runs out of buyers eventually, and then it tumbles all the way back down. And it has to get every single person that it pinged on the way up. It's got to come back for them, make them regret buying in, and then it's pretty much it. That's why if you hold long enough, the level that people are regretting buying, that climbs up over time. Because they keep printing so much money and people, there's growth of the network and stuff. So if you just hold long enough, you go, oh, I'm so worried about $45,000 coming right now. Well, yeah, that's why people, like 4 years ago, back in 2020, people were worried about $4,500 coming back. Okay? Actually, yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened 4 years ago. We literally had the zombie virus happen in March. And yes, people were worried, oh my gosh, are we going to break below 4K again? Well, guess what? We snapped it, come back up. That's exactly what happened. Now we are 10x higher in price. Does that mean the next 4 years, wow, it's going to be $450,000 we're waiting for? I don't know, friends. Pretty much that means every single person watching this video right now is a millionaire. So if that happens, I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope so. I hope crypto reprices much higher, but we'll see. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you the left translated chart. Just once again, this is it, friends. Remember, so look, if we drop 39%, we go around to around 44K right here, okay? This is pretty much, this could happen, okay? We don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people believe, though, we are going up. So, friends, look, I'm just telling you now, man. Look, I understand, yes, Bitcoin breaks the high. It's meant to double, all this other stuff. I know. The problem is, man, Wall Street are bug-eater scum. They're scum. How much do they let retail win? That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Now, here's the thing. If you notice, friends, even though I'm skeptical every step of the way because only the paranoid survive in this game, I don't click sell. I stay there. So just to let you know, I've got to keep reminding new people coming in here, just because we think a 50% crash could happen does not mean we get out. Do you understand? In this game, by the way, not financial advice. I'm literally wearing a Jigglypuff hat, okay, mind you. So you don't take financial advice from me. Go speak to a bond advisor or a stock market advisor, okay, like government wants you to. Now, what the winning strategy to do is, what my strategy to do is you don't click sell until people get too happy. It has nothing to do with if you think a crash is coming or think about no. Because trust me, when you think a crash is coming, the crowd thinks a crash is coming. It's priced it already in. It starts to crash and then it stops and it actually just continues higher. That's actually climbing the wall of worry in a bull market. Okay, so even though we are prepared for a left translated cycle, if it comes back down here, we know, friends, we know. Trust me. These things, man, I've seen markets do this, man. Just because they close up through a high doesn't mean, all the momentum's definitely coming in. Friends, do you know how many times I have watched people, including myself, buy stuff through a high thinking, where's the momentum? Where are you? Only to get destroyed. People do that, man. You know that, friends. You know, friends, before someone wants to sell like a poop load of Bitcoin, like 40,000 Bitcoin or whatever in one chunk, they will do stuff like, hey, let's put 1,000 Bitcoin or 2,000 Bitcoin in. Let's do like a big leverage long and just smack it up. Bang, 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 bang. Just to see what happens up there, to see if there's a cascade up there. Because that's what they do, friends. They smash it up just to see, does the market follow it up or does the market retrace? If the market retraces, they know, no one actually wants to buy up there. With buyers are running out. This is the best price we're going to get to sell. Resume the selling. That's what they do. Okay, so these what I'm talking to you about is advanced price action stuff where we all see this is the game. This is the game of the menage a trois of people playing back and forth. This is price action stuff. I've traded on this 1 minute time frames my whole life pretty much, friends. This is it. Now, obviously, I don't do that anymore just because the money in that to be made, as advanced as you think you are, the low IQ guy who just DCA buys something and just holds for a long time, they end up crushing you, okay? And the reason why I always wondered, why does that happen? Why does that happen? It's because, okay, when they print money every year, right, and when networks grow, they're growing as a percentage of themselves in the past, automatically. So when they print money, they're not printing, hey, we're going to do 300 billion this year and then 300 billion next year and then 300 billion the year after. They don't do that. They print a percentage of the supply already. So the units of currency are exponentially getting bigger. The piece of the pie is getting exponentially bigger. All right. So if you're holding, you take on that upside, right? And when networks grow, friends, when networks grow, Bitcoin, let's say any crypto, Ethereum, even Pulsar, for example, they're not adding, hey, we added 5 people this week and 5 people next week and 5 people the year after. It doesn't happen like that. It's more like, okay, our average growth rate is like 14% per month. That's our average growth rate, annualized, whatever it is, okay? 14%, maybe goes up to 18, down, but you see, it's a percent. It's a percent of what's already existing. Because we're in very, very high growth territory because we're in crypto, right? The biggest growing asset in the world. Also, a culture casino, Ponzi casino, if you will, okay? Everybody's having fun here. So now you get to see, right? But if you're trading short term, you are not automatically adjusting for your risk and your upside, and you're not naturally growing over time. And guess what? Advanced people are, of course, people in the game, they know how to size up over time. However, the game is getting exponentially harder against you. All right. So that's the beautiful part, friends. When you're looking at somebody who's trading, so you got to really understand this. So like, everyone's like, well, if you think the market's going down, why don't you go down? Because you know what, on average, all right, if you trade, friends, the market's getting exponentially harder and it's changing. And you don't know if what you're doing today is even going to work in 12 months. See, it's not like you go to the gym and your muscles are strong and you can keep pushing heavy weight. It's not like that. It's more like a sport. Do you understand? Trading and stuff is more like a sport, and in sport, friends, your bones get frail and old over time. You get more muscle injury. You know what I mean? You blow your knee out. That type of stuff happens. It metaphorically happens in markets as well. That's why when you're trading and you see that, you are constantly fighting against people exponentially getting better to try and beat you. But if you're just holding and you're DCA buying, I'm going to hold this the whole cycle. All you're doing is you lean back in your chair and you go, you know what? I think next year, you guys are going to print a percentage of the money supply again. And guess what they do? They've been doing it every year for like 100 plus years, okay? It's a percent of the money supply keeps going up. So there you go. So if you read that, what I've just told you is basically the cheat code, friends, of like, people ask me, hey, if you think a crash could happen 30%, 20%, why don't you sell it and get back in? No. Because on average, the best thing to do is to hodl. Because the one time you try to get it right, you get it wrong, and you just blow everything out, and it doesn't end up being good for anyone. Now, I want to share with you this tweet, friends. Look at this. Ladies, call me Bitcoin because I have no value or self-worth. That was made in October 9th, 2011 by Nick. Bitcoin was $4 when this tweet was made. Okay, so, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. Mr. Davey James said, don't take financial advice from a guy with a fart in his bio. Oh my God, this picture, I think it is a butthole farting of sorts. So, oh man, what a fumble, man. What a fumble. See, friends, look, I'll show you. Everyone knows about my ribbeting thesis now. So in the context of that, it's important because we're talking about somebody, Bitcoin 2011, right? So LandWolf has had a pop-up. You see, it's had a pop-up here, even on a 12-hour chart. That's nice actually to flip green on the weekly super trend. It's up to 13 million market cap. Still very, very cheap because Pepe's 3.3 billion. If this just gets to 10% of Pepe's size today, that's 30x from today. Okay, but if Pepe does a 30x from here, then oh my gosh, you get 30. That's huge. If Pepe goes to 100 billion, that's crazy. This does a 900x. Wow, if that happens. But obviously not financial advice, fans. I'm just telling you the lottery tickets and the stories. So showing you any coin, that's what you and I look at. I watch all these other influencers. I'm like, hey man, this is like the 50. You've named me 60,000 coins. I don't know what to do. So you need some sort of edge. One of the edges, friends, the biggest, most marvelous wins anybody can ever get is when they have a thesis that might play out, and then it does play out. They can see a story forming. You know, for example, Richard Hart, friends, how did Hex do a 10,000x from the bottom to the top? Yes, there was his intervention there, but he was a visionary. He could see we need less middlemen. We need real DeFi. He could see that happening. He could see people want to earn yield. He could see it back in 2019. He conceptualized it. And then we had DeFi season 2020, and then it continued in 2021. So it's truly a visionary to see that. And there's many other people out there as well. Same as Sergey with Chainlink and Oracles. Even though we didn't have smart contract platforms back then, they barely started. He could see, oh, one day the world's going to get so complex, it needs oracles to feed each other data so we can make applications do a lot more than basically just swapping between me and you. They move different people's data to have more like user ID sets. A lot of complex stuff can be made and hands everybody out here. That's why when I'm looking at LandWolf, friends, I am thinking about the ribbeting. You see up here, the ribbeting, friends. So actually, you want to write it here. There you go, the ribbeting, friends. What is the ribbeting? Of course, you've watched my videos. Peppy and Dog with a Hat are the chosen meme coins of this cycle. And if you don't believe me, I can show it to you right now. So Peppy and Dog with a Hat. Sorry, misspeaking. Peppy and Dog with a Hat are now in the meme category. They're rank 3 and rank 4. All right. They are 4 billion, 4.2 and 3.3 billion. They're trying to flip Doge. You can just feel it, friends. This Dog with a Hat, they want to flip. Peppy, they don't really have competition with anybody, but you just know they just want to be the #1 meme coin. Okay. This type of movement is happening. Now, obviously, I believe that it's got something to do with the same makeup of like the revenge arc of Donald Trump. Remember, not a political show, just telling you maybe he comes back and becomes US president again. So this type of stuff, it's running concurrently, but no one links it together. If you can link it together and you're right, you end up killing it. You literally end up smashing it. Just like how there were people out there, friends, who saw Elon Musk needed to pump Tesla. So people made the connection. They go, you know what? Elon's reading about crypto. I wonder if he picks a crypto coin to shill, and then that coin does a big amount of money to try get his popularity up to try enhance Tesla. Like, that's exactly what he did. Some people could think of that. And then he started talking about Doge. So people started going all in after he started pumping up Doge. Went up 10x in a day, but they still bought it. They're like, 10x in a day, it doesn't matter. It's going to keep going up. And it did. It did like a 400x total. So these people had the vision. They're like, oh, he's probably going to keep tweeting about Doge. People keep buying as he tweets about Doge. And it's all trying to route more volume into Tesla so we can eventually dump, which is exactly what he did. So congratulations to everybody out there with that thesis to end up getting a big part of the move right. So that's the ribbeting, right? We want a leveraged derivative play. Now, I've got another full video coming out just on leverage. This is explain more of it here and there because, friends, what I'm doing to you is I've shared you mine. I'm going to shut my mouth and do nothing because I know it's going to, if it works out, it's going to play out anyway. So you're very, very welcome for the friendship and kindness. Please keep your back straight. And, of course, you're always very sharp. So that's my thesis. There are people's other thesis. There are many people who believe, and, for example, they're probably right, Coinbase have 110 million customers. They're going to route people onto the Coinbase chain. People want to participate in that. They're trying to front run that and trying to get in, okay? They might be a bit too early. Usually, friends, I'm just telling you right now, I know people are trying to front run everyone, but maybe they're like 6 months early. That's why you really got to believe if there's some sort of crypto correction and stuff. So many people have other narratives, for example, friends. So if AI is going to keep taking over the world, that's another narrative. Many people believe in AI. They need to get AI exposure. That's why many people have. They got in early. But I still think there's got to be a big correction test for them. And in that correction test, that's where when the price is really low, you and me are going to hunt together. Well, hey, let's find the AI coins that probably look like they're good and we can see big upside in them. But not yet. A lot of people are just rushing into AI, even though it's a cycle 1 narrative. No. It's just been going up and up. No. I want the non-believers to get tested. The people bought the top of that for it to get down, okay? And once it gets down, we need a very lucrative price in all these. So, by the way, if you have any other big AI or any big thesis, please share them with me, friends, because the asset, the coins aren't actually really the asset, friends. The asset is the vision. The asset is seeing a target no one else can even see, okay? And you hit the target. No one can even see, friends, right now. But I don't know if this works out. This could be just going to zero. I'm just telling you, but no one can even put together, friends. I made this video of the ribbeting back in freaking 2023 in April. Go back, watch my video. I said, hey, I wonder if Peppy represents Donald Trump because it's the same character makeup and they both charge up together in 2024. And here's the thing. I missed Peppy because Peppy didn't go 95% down. He didn't go down. So I just had to let it go. But then I thought, okay, well, the real thing to actually do is to get Peppy family. That's actually the real thing. Just like how, okay, you don't know Doge was going to be it. Doge pops up. What are you meant to do? Okay, find SHIB. Find Hock, find Akita, find the ones that end up going. See what I mean? Find Doji on these coins. They end up going nuts, absolutely nuts, friends. Do like 400x, 300x, 200x, like literally like 60 days back then. Okay, so that's the type of stuff you're looking for. That the vision, that's the most important thing. Okay, it's actually seeing that if people can share their vision with you and it's right, you freaking milk it. You kill it. You kill it. No one can even compare to you. That's why, friends, I showed you this guy with Bitcoin. He's teasing Bitcoin back when it's $4. It was just another thing on the internet back then. But imagine someone shared with him the story and he rejected it. Then he's a complete loser if that happens. Now, of course, I cover the altcoin dominance every single day, friends. I just want to let you know, we are doing this little bit of a double top move here, but just to show you the size of the candles don't matter much because the biggest DeFi alt season was in this move. Look at this. It doesn't actually go much, does it? But this was an enormous DeFi alt season. So I guess we'll see if this coincides with the US Fed cutting rates. This is the slingshot. Okay, what I call the slingshot because, of course, right, Bitcoin goes up and then when it pauses, it's a slingshot and then it shoots up the altcoins, right? Now, here's the thing. This is, friends, a lot of people, they're misreading this, but this is really good, okay? Because look at this. The Bitcoin price is the candles here. It's done a lower high here. And the altcoins have gone up. And look at this, friends. They've basically done a lower high as well. Okay, we're lucky. We're lucky. So why are we lucky? Like, oh, the price is high. We're lucky because that tells me we are not near the end. We are not near the end. Of course, we've moved along. We're not near the end. So you can basically, I don't care if we crash from now. That's what I'm basically telling you. That's how I know, okay, if we crash from now, if Bitcoin goes back down to like 40K and does something like this, and this does it as well, that's like fine. I know everyone's going to be running for the hills. I'm like, whatever. That's beautiful. I'm like, oh, beautiful. We might actually get a 4-year cycle, friends. Literally, we might get a standard 4-year cycle. No one expects that, right? However, if instead, if we saw something disastrous like this, you know how Bitcoin's done a lower high, friends? If this total, this is the others index, right? It's at 335 billion. If this was up here and it did this chart, I'm like, uh-oh, that would be really, really bad. Why, friends? Why? Because this insertion of money is exit time. Okay. What does that really mean? Why would the end of the move have a slingshot going up like this when Bitcoin's doing a lower high? Why? And that's because it's the market sending you a signal, okay, an objective signal, but it's based off their emotions. They're basically saying they're so euphoric about their portfolio that they are now throwing it into trash, relatively speaking, right? Like from Bitcoin to like dispersing into poop coins and altcoins, okay? However, because they haven't done this, the market is saying, you know what? We're not actually euphoric anymore. We're actually not euphoric at all. We're barely excited. That's basically the market telling you. So now, why do people's emotions matter? It's because the wisdom of the crown, friends. You and I can't read this. The market as a collective mindset can. It can see a lot of people outside of the club. Like you literally, friends, you're in the club. There's a mud wrestling contest. You're eating jelly beans. There's all the coconut bra babes around you. Okay, how they get in there, no one knows. And you're just playing around, you're dancing by yourself. Okay, but you can see a long line of people outside the club. That is the market waiting to get in. Now, here's the thing. If you can see, let's say there's glass windows. You can literally see, oh my gosh, the line wraps around the building. Wow. You know, sweet. Everybody wants to get into this club and you're already in there and all those jelly beans are for you. Okay, they've also got you a squeaky chair, a velvet squeaky chair, mind you. So once these people start coming in though, you get really excited. All right. However, at some point, which is the top of the market, at the top of the market, you are standing at the top of the market. You're looking outside the glass windows. You can barely see because there's so many people in and you don't see anybody else out lining out. You see like 6 people outside pretty much, barely anyone. You're like, oh my gosh, there's no one else lining up outside the club. But if you go and tell people in the club, hey, everybody's in the club. This is the most fun we're going to have all night. It's going to go downhill from here. They look at you like you're crazy. You see that? Everyone's like, what are you talking about, man? Take a chill pill. Have some jelly beans. I've got some other jelly beans. Wink, wink, if you will. If you want to. So no one looks at you seriously. Everyone thinks you're a crazy person. Like, oh my gosh, everything's going to go downhill from here. But actually, scientifically, it's true. Okay. The most amount of fun you're having is in that point. And then from there, the night only gets like later. And then you only basically see more people leave. You see that? So your job is no one's ever going to tell you, friends, when the club is full and the market's at the peak, hey, we've run out of people or we're very close to running out of people. No one's going to tell you that. You have to look for these signs out there. So that's basically the equivalent of this. That's why no matter what happens here, if this keeps going down and we follow it down, sweet, okay, beautiful. We are following it 1-to-1. If the altcoins though were shooting up here, this is very, very, very bad. And by the way, that's only like an extra 100 billion market cap given to coins. That's like literally an extra, could be for many coins, it's an extra anywhere from plus 50% to a plus 2x. Imagine your whole portfolio plus 50% to plus 2x, and now you're done for a year. You're done literally for a year. That's if we're lucky, by the way. That's end of cycle stuff, just to let you know. End of cycle stuff is what I just showed you. End of cycle. Not, oh, it's temporarily the end of move. No. Like the actual end of the three. Imagine that was it. Imagine your portfolio does a 2x from here, 2x to 3x, and that's it. Okay, come back in 3 years. Okay, you're not going to be very happy about that at all. But unfortunately, I mean, like the market doesn't really care what you and I think. That's at the end of the day, that's pretty much what we're looking for. Friends, also heard from my friend. Shout out to one of my friends on the weekend. He literally, I don't know, he made my day. He didn't even know it. You see this stock market, all right? He literally, okay, now my friend's a retailer. Okay, obviously retail, got no idea about crypto. He's in crypto, of course, got some Chainlink. And very, very good man. Very, very good man. Good father. He, obviously, friends, he's a tradie. Okay, so this whole digital Ponzi stuff, of course, I understand it. He's smart, but he's not in the casino like us. Okay, and like good for everyone else because you don't want to be in this casino. Now, here's the thing. He heard, for general finance news reading stuff, he heard stock market's going to crash. Let me tell you something, friends. I got goosebumps. I'm like, what? Whoa. Put the dog down. Okay. What did you hear? He said, yeah, I heard stock market's too high. It's got to crash. I was like, excuse me, friends. Let me take you back to a year of the zombie virus. You see here, friends? You see the zombie virus? I don't know if you guys know March 2020. You know in March 2021 right here, okay? It was the 1 year anniversary of the zombie virus. Another friend, I remember at that time, he called me up. He says, hey, bro, apparently the stock market's going to have a big correction this year. It's like the anniversary of the zombie virus. And I was like, what? Where are you reading that? Okay, bro, bless your heart, sir. I got $1 trillion market cap plus, it's US stock market, I think it's like 30 trillion or 40 trillion or something. A $40 trillion market of everybody trying to steal everybody's money doesn't have these nicely calendar dates for you to like learn about in the retail news. And it's going to drop 40% if we make all my money. No. It doesn't work like that. But it was interesting when he did it, when he said that, he just kept going up. And I remember watching, I was like, you know what? The fact that retailers thinking it's going to crash, maybe it's going to go up. But guess what? It did. It did keep going up. We had some more legs. So that's why I'm just telling you, sharing with you, the same thing has happened now. I wonder if there is some sort of jitters and then it just keeps going up. So we need this for crypto. We definitely need it. The stock market to keep staying high. I mean, it's roaring high. So all these things continue to come together. We are still playing the bull market, friends. Don't forget, like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.